Hello and welcome to Rotted Reviews, and today I'm going to be tackling another Rotted request, this time coming from patron Ben Grimm, who wanted me to watch and review the 1996 movie Pinocchio's Revenge. This movie was written and directed by Kevin Tenney of the same fame as Witchboard and Night of the Demons. This one was a little different. Ben's reasoning for giving me this one was, with all the recent Pinocchio movies being released, I want to spotlight one of my favorite takes on the tale. This one stuck with me for a bit. So the basic plot of this movie is we have the character of Jennifer Garrick, played by Rosalind Allen, who is a defense attorney, and in one of the crimes that she is in court for, a key piece of evidence is this Pinocchio doll, which happens to make it to her house, happens to come across her daughter of Zoe, played by Brittany Alice Smith, and her daughter winds up falling in love with the Pinocchio toy, which then all sorts of bad stuff starts happening around it. The daughter is both in love with the Pinocchio toy and also blaming the Pinocchio toy as they seemingly have conversations with one another, only in private that nobody else can see, and so forth.
Answer me! Did you make David fall down those stairs?
No.
So, I just have to take a moment here and acknowledge Ben Grimm. He's been a staunch supporter of my channel for longer than any sane person would be. And if you're a horror creator out there, especially a YouTuber, chances are you know of Ben. He's an upstanding, wonderful, fierce friend. And when I open things up to have Rotted requests in the Patreon tiers, when I saw that he joined that, I was immediately kind of bracing myself. And the reason I'm saying all this is because it looks like that Ben may be dropping off that list for a little while as he kind of gets some stuff sorted out. And I really do, from the bottom of my heart, wish him all the best. So this may be, and I don't know, but this may be his last Rotted request. And I kind of want to make that something special. So I want to acknowledge this and also say that as he's done these picks over the course of the last year plus, it's always been with a bit of the same theme of movies that I've never heard of. By all accounts, sound on surface level like they might be trash. And I opened up the Rotted Requester tier fully expecting that I would have some patrons purposefully wanting to make me hurt. And yet somehow, more often than not every time, but more often than not, a lot of his picks go past that surface level of trash and actually wind up having a lot of merit to it. And his reasoning for wanting to put these in front of the world turns out to be sound. And in terms of Pinocchio's Revenge, I have to say that this is in true Ben Grimm keeping. This is a movie that stuck with me as well, because yes, it sounds like it would be horrible. It sounds like it would be trash. Pinocchio's Revenge by the same maker as Witchboard and Night of the Demons. Okay, but it really was a lot more complex than I really entered into the movie expecting. And that is just classic Ben. That is a classic Ben pick to wind up going above and beyond and having something that truly surprised me. And that is the biggest joy I have in doing this channel, is when a movie manages to surprise me. And Pinocchio's Revenge just quite simply did. I'm not going to make the claim that it's an excellent movie, but it was a lot more in-depth than I originally expected, and it went down some really difficult branches. And by all accounts, I did not have things perfectly figured out by the time the climactic portions of the plot revealed themselves and we were on the precipice of the conclusion. I had my theories, and it did such a good job of bait and switch, having clues, having red herrings, having stuff all over the place, and a marvelously detailed plot that really took the audience for a ride, that by the time it did get to its end, I was just flabbergasted. It was wonderfully set up, and I can't believe I'm saying this about a movie like Pinocchio's Revenge. But here we are. Little tidbits of trivia. This was Vern Troyer and Shelley Robertson's feature film debut. And this was actually a little bit difficult for me to find. This was a movie that wasn't available on any streaming services. I couldn't find a DVD. I was having a little bit of difficulty, and I was honestly wondering if I would actually come up with being able to fulfill this request. But I did wind up finding a copy of it on the Internet Archive, which, if you've been paying attention to any kind of digital copyright protection cases going on, a judge has made a ruling against the Internet Archive that puts a lot of their copyrighted content into jeopardy. So I would recommend, if you are interested in watching this movie, which I do, surprisingly, heartily recommend, that you go ahead and check it out there before it's gone, because that was the only place that I was able to find it. 1996's Pinocchio's Revenge. So thank you, Ben, from the bottom of my heart, for this pick, for all of your picks, and for all of your support. I truly do appreciate it. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate you out there for watching this video. Thank you so much. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do apologize that it is a little bit brief. There's a lot going on right now, and unfortunately, I just don't have a whole lot of time to be filming. But thank you again. And yeah, beyond that, next time you want to watch a horror movie, first make sure that it's good and rotted.